we go.
So the on and off is right.
Okay.
Make sure to remember to turn yourself off.
He's going to mute me, she
Oh,
said, so I'm
perfect.
going back. Yeah, because
Stephen
it's,
sometimes forgets.
because, yeah, of course. Yeah, I would forget. Right today, I might forget everything I ever have known. I know, I do. Thank you. Thank you. So can I?
Say something.
Hello? Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, well, we'll have to start with Adam. Which one? We're doing the E minor thing? You're not playing that. They're too bad. Really slow. A little bit more. Danielle. See that lady right, the blonde right there, that back? She's the author. Say, check. And the back. Her, no, Danielle.
Danny, go with Margaret.
We lost her. I think he's lost in the office. Oh my God, he lost him. I'm afraid he got lost in the office. Because they lost him and he was in there and he was making copies of him. Oh. We lost our bass I did too. We rehearsed. We lost our bass player. Lost our bass player. We don't know. We're gonna have to start. Okay? We're gonna have to start. Ready? Yeah, whatever. Oh, go. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking with my mind. Stayed on spirit, walking and talking with my mind. Stayed on spirit, walking and talking with my mind. Stayed on spirit, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Dee Mellor. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind stayed on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Good morning, Simi Valley.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley. And for those who don't know, my name is Dee Mellor. I'm a practitioner here at this beloved center.
Yes.
And you might further notice that I'm not Reverend Stephen.
Yeah.
Just so you know, he's feeling under the weather, and he's at home doing due diligence and taking care of himself and resting. What more can we do? What more can we do, right?
Yeah.
So let us all send him love, hugs, and prayers, knowing he moves through this health experience successfully, just like all of us do. Exactly, right?
Exactly.
Guess what? We're celebrating birthdays. Can people raise their hand if they're a November birthday? And those who are live streaming,
look,
please do the same. Oh, look it.
No, I was
Our
on
guest singer.
Up to 2 weeks ago.
Okay, guess what? We're going to sing to you.
Ah.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
What a great way to start the day, right?
Yes.
Celebrating birthdays.
Yeah.
Celebrating the birth of very special people.
Yes.
Yes. Scorpio, but you also share some other sign too. It's not just Scorpio. Sagittarius. There you are. My
Yeah.
daughter happens, but she's a December. Okay, so saying, one other thing I wanted to mention before we go into the usual is that you might have noticed some change out there. And one of the and eventually you're going to see what's going on at the center on that big screen. That's just still a work in progress. But in the meantime, the prayer box has moved to the back of the room, so it's here in the room getting all the energy where we can infuse it with for anyone who puts prayer in that box. And there's papers there for you to actually put prayer in that box. But please use it. Okay, now we can go on to our mission and statement. So together, we're community, inclusive, loving, and authentic. We celebrate all paths to God in gratitude, empowering self and others.
We
We serve compassionately through outreach, inspiration, and education.
That's who we are. That's why we're here. And here's what we do.
So, of course, what we do is begin with prayer. So please join me in this prayer. So as we come together, breathing consciously, inhaling the love of God and exhaling the love of God to all around us, we know with absolute certainty that God is all there is. And with this certainty, we know that each of us are loved and valued expressions of God. And we're here today to celebrate that in every way possible, from music to song to words spoken, to sharing community with each and every one, deepening our connection with ourselves and everyone else. So with great gratitude for this unfolding of this wonderful service, I now release this word to the law of God in action, knowing that yes, love prevails, and together we say, and so it is.
Please stand and join our congregational song.
And dance. Please dance.
How can I serve today, sweet spirit? How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love
I forgot this part. Cosmic kids. Do we have any kids in the house? And I mean the younger ones, not the adults. Okay, there's a lot of kids, I know. But the kids that actually go in the back, we now know that we see that room filled with kids. And a special thank you to Kathy and Elizabeth for being ready to guide our Guardians of the Galaxy. So thank you, Kathy, and thank you, Elizabeth. So I believe we begin with an affirmation. There it is. So I will state it first, and then I will ask you to repeat after me. Or no, you'll just say it with me. I consciously open to a divine love that draws treasures to me like waves are drawn to the shore. Okay, together. I consciously open to a divine love that draws treasures to me like waves are drawn to the shore. Well, when this talk was originally talked about, the thought that I had was this song that I remember from way back, and some of you may or may not recognize it, but I'm not about to break out into song. It now becomes a poem, okay? And it's by J. Michael Josephs. I love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love you just the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. Behind your fears, your rage and tears, I see your shining star. And I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I want to grow. But change outside can only come when deep inside I know I am beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. Yes, I love myself. I love each and every one of you, and I love the world just the way I am, you are, we are. Please join me.
Lovely, Dee. Thank you. This morning we have our sister, the bodacious talent of Margaret Owens.
That makes me feel like a queen. Here we are. Okay. I am. Two. Gray skies hanging over me, cloud my serenity. Winds of change are blowing everything around, but I know just what to do to achieve a different view. Following my heart, it never lets me down. Taking the surest road can lead to nowhere. Singing the same old song can leave you flat, but this led to that. I am where I'm at, 'cause the spirit deep within is getting comfortable in my skin. Getting comfortable in my skin. back at where I've been, only to begin again. Life has come full circle in this blessed dance, and I know the future brings only just the best of things. Spirit at the helm, I leave nothing to chance, and I won't face my past with indecision, and I won't worry what I might have missed, 'cause that led to this, and this state of bliss is the spirit deep within, getting comfortable in my skin, getting comfortable in my skin. Feel it move me, feel it breathe me, open your eyes, let the spirit see me. I myself was lost, but now I know. Taking the shortest road can lead to nowhere. Singing the same old song can leave you flat, but this led to that. I am where I'm at, 'cause the spirit deep within is getting comfortable in my skin, getting comfortable in my skin. So take a look, go on, look again. You'll see the spirit is comfortable in my skin.
It's that time again. 3 minutes to go within and recognize that spirit is comfortable in your skin. Thank you, Margaret, for those beautiful words. To take right within us into this meditation, loving yourself, appreciating yourself. 3 minutes. I'm going to ring the bowl 3 times to help you proceed in. Take 3 deep breaths as I do it. And lovely Sherry will bring you back out.
I am in the darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am.
So as you bring yourself back to the awareness of the room, I leave you with this thought. Meditation can be as long as a moment or longer. And one of the forms that I particularly enjoy is a walking meditation where I am looking around me and appreciating everything in sight, including whoever walks by me. I give them a smile and a hello, and I watch the birds and the squirrels dancing through the trees. And it's like a bath in nature, cleansing, refreshing, and you can breathe freely. Try it.
We've got another one from Miss Margaret.
Are you taking in that rainbow across that picture-perfect sky? Are you lying in the tall grass watching weightless clouds go by? 'Cause I'm drawing treasure to you like the waves draw to the shore, to let you know I could not love you more. Are you bathing in the sunshine? Are you soaking up the rain? Are you reveling in laughter, or are you pausing in the pain? 'Cause I am loving you completely, whether you thrive or just endure. Remember that I could not love you more. I don't need your faith, I don't need your praise. My peace depends only on how you set your gaze, and I am busting out all over to show you how much you're adored, and let you know I could not love you more. Oh, it's everywhere, in protest or in prayer. When you're happy or you're sad, if you're peaceful or stark raving mad, if you're sober or you're high, if you know for sure or you question why, in frustration and in fun, no matter who you've been or what you've done, at your death and at your birth, at your best and at your worst, remember that I could not love you more.
Yes, Yes, indeed. Margaret Owens. We could not love you more.
Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for me today. For me, for all of us. Whew. You just said my whole talk, right? And like how many quickly, beautifully spun words. I'm Rev Nancy Fuller. I think many of you know me, but many of you might not know my entire story. Not that I'm going to tell you it today, so don't worry. But I started right here in this sanctuary in 1989 with my beautiful friend Jean Flapp, who came out this morning, who is here with me. And from there, we went to ministerial school together. And, you know, it's a full circle moment to stand here. I almost can feel, you know, Dr. Dennis Merritt Jones behind me, pushing me forward. He was always pushing me forward. And I just feel so honored that I told Reverend Stephen when he texted me yesterday, I'm like, what? He goes, I said, I know God is saying yes. I have to say yes. He said, I can get Rob. And I thought, well, Rob's been up here a couple times in the last month, and I could let Rob come up here. And I thought, no, Nancy, you're supposed to be standing up there. You're supposed to be standing up there. And my birthday was 2 weeks ago today, and you all sang to me. But this is the shirt I got last night. I love it. And you know, in my past, like 20 years ago, I would have put on some ministerial suit and thought I needed to look a certain way to be up here speaking. And this morning, this is what called to me. Because it's John Lennon, right? It's imagine the world at peace. And that's what we every day bring to our lives, love and peace, right? His talk title, Reverend Stevens, this after he heard Margaret's music, was "Who Loves You, Baby?" Who loves you, baby? And we know who that is. I'm preaching to the choir here. We all know who it is. It does it unconditionally every moment, from before we were born till after we leave here. But do we know it about ourselves? That's the whole reason I think we come to this planet, is to learn and be in self-love. It's comfortable in my skin. Wow, is that a powerful statement? Aren't we all wanting to be comfortable in our skin every day, you know? And whatever the skin looks like, you know, you don't even want me to go there about the skin. I love my skin. I know that when I came in here this morning and got those beautiful hugs, it just radiated in and through me and let me know that I'm in my right and perfect place. I always have been, I always will be, but you know, it just really felt so, thank you, Jan. Jan's sending me so much love, and I'm feeling it. I'm not getting, you know, I thought I'm going to get up here, I'm going to talk too much, or I'm going to talk too fast, or I'm going to, but no, it's all perfect. It was perfect before I ever got up here. And life was perfect before we ever came, and it's perfect while we're here, and it's perfect whenever. So thank you for saying yes. Reverend Stephen, thank you for having me say yes. I am just, I have to tell you, because I see my class out here, that Reverend Stephen is a master teacher. So if any of you have the opportunity in the new year, and I know you will, to take a class with him, you really should give yourself that gift. And it is a gift. Because I just came back to the community and no one here really knew me, even though I was here 30 years ago, I said, let me go take Foundations, which is the very first class we take in Science of Mind, with Reverend Stephen, because I've never taken a class with him. And I've never taken a class with Dee, or with Dale, or with Lisa, or with Colleen, or with Ro, or Lino joined us for a while, and Jack, wherever I know he's in here. And it is an experience like you will not have any other place. Sundays is beautiful and magical and everything we want it to be, but when you get into a small group like that and you study these principles at a deeper level, it just opens up your life. It has changed me, and I've been in this teaching for 35 years. We did Thursday night, we did a 4-hour workshop on treatment. Now, did I think I know everything about treatment? Probably. And I know nothing, really. I mean, he presented it in such a fantastic, beautiful way that I was like blown away. I really was. And at the end of the night, when we got to our purpose, our realization, what did we all want? Let me guess what we all wanted. Love. To be loved, to be seen as love, to express and give love, to feel at peace. That's all. Even though we had all these other trappings, we thought we might have wanted a husband, we might have wanted a different job, we might have wanted, our children to be this way or that way. Any amount of things in the world that we could think we want, but we don't. I mean, we do, but bottom line, we just want it all to feel beautiful and loving and kind and at peace. And there are moments where it's not going to be, right? But those are the moments where we just sit back and let God reveal itself through us as that peace, as that understanding that surpasses everything we could have ever known. I remember seeing beautiful Margaret. I'm not talking out of school. This woman went through some challenges not that long ago. At North Hollywood Church, she always, how she stands up here and she is bigger than life? And she rode in on a little scooter. And I don't even know, and I don't need to know, but look at her today, healed by the power of the presence, of the love that's within her. That's who we are. That's why we come here, to be reminded, to remember who we are. So I'm just, again, I didn't even see what time I came up here. Okay, I'm fine. The foundations class, I'm going to go back to it. Last Tuesday night, we had an exercise where Reverend Stephen had us put these blank pieces of paper taped to our backs. And this was the paper, and it was like back here, and it was all taped, and people came up and wrote things on your back, and you're like, and they were qualities of God that they saw in us. And I mean, it was a moving experience. I would love for each and every one of you to do it. So you should come to class with Reverend Stephen. And these are the kinds of things that people wrote about me. Knowing, welcoming, connection. My friend Ro wrote safety, and that one really hit me. I'm a safe place. And I also know there's safety in the world, that I am always safe. And I have always felt that. I have walked through this life for, I will admit it, 68 years, feeling safe. Feeling safe. And if we listen to what's coming across our televisions or our radio, they do not say we're safe, but I have always been safe. As a little child, I felt safe because I think from the time I was born, I knew who I was in some way, shape, or form. I knew I was spirit, I knew I was love, and I knew I was safe. And that was a powerful way to come into the world. I mean, you really don't struggle much, but yet I have been through struggles, right? We all have. Margaret being here just keeps reminding me that her music healed me in my darkest times. I screamed her songs out the car window when my sister died at 36 years old, leaving 4 children behind. I didn't think it was possible to live through that, but I did. Because in the now, God gives us everything we need. And I am telling you that at the moment of her leaving her physical body, we stood around her bed, my mother being a big spiritual teacher, and sang the face of God. And we're smiling and loving each other because we knew that if her body no longer served her, she did not want to be here because she had 4 little children that she loved more than life itself. And so, but music is medicine, right? That's why we have so much music on Sunday mornings. I told Reverend Stephen when he came, we need more music. If I'm going to come back, I need a lot of music because that lifts my vibration to such a high level. Music is medicine. I wrote it this morning. Other words, kind, grace, beautiful voice. Oh, that was so sweet. Showing up with love. We all show up with love all the time. Whether we think we do or not, it's who we are. We cannot hide who we are. We are that love. We are that God self. And it's so beautiful. Ah, beautiful. That's one of them. Mother. I am a mother. And I am a grandmother. Oh my goodness. All of you grandparents in here know it is like something we have never experienced before. Trying to think about this talk, I went back and looked at a talk I did 8 years ago, so that's a long time ago. But my daughter was pregnant with my grandson, and I named him in that talk. He had already been named, but I called out his name within her. And last night when I looked at him, I said, oh my goodness, we were just so anticipating the love that you are and the presence that you are before you ever got here. It's just been the biggest blessing of our lives to have. And he's so smart, but he's also such a little stinker, right? These children coming in are these little beings. I don't even call them children. He takes my phone and says, Nanny, you have all these things open and shut them down and screenshots and this. He showed me his Google screens. He goes, this is the Google screen. I said, yes. No, it's just a screenshot of a Google screen. It's not the real Google screen. They are amazing. They are amazing. But they need a lot of love, a lot of guidance because they are so smart. And they think they're smarter than we are. They really do. At 8 years old, they just see it. They see the big picture in a lot of ways. And so I just know that being a grandmother, grandparent, has been one of the greatest joys of my life. I loved my daughter, but I was busy, right? When I was raising her, I had a full-time career. I had a marriage that not always was going wonderfully, but at least that's what I told myself. And of course, it was perfect for all the reasons that it taught me to be standing right here. It's always perfect. Whatever we're in is always perfect. Oh, I don't know. I'm just extemporaneously talking, and I said I didn't think I could do that. I have all these notes. I'm supposed to go cover all this stuff. When I get up here. Oh my goodness. I just want to tell this community again that we are so blessed. We are blessed in knowing the truth, right? The truth has set us free to know who we are, to move through those difficult times, to rejoice in the wonderful, beautiful times, to go have go have church at the beach. We had church at the beach, 6 weeks ago. It was fabulous. We have a spiritual leader that loves life. You know what the last thing he told me right before I got up here an hour ago? Have fun, Nancy. Have fun. And and I am now retired, and freedom and fun are my words. That's what I feel like. I am freer than I have ever been, and I am. And I love to have fun. And this is a place to do it. We all do it here. And so Come out and have fun with us. I know we're already going to talk, Dee's going to tell you, we have a sound bath this Friday night. We're going to have so much fun activities going forward that we can't miss. But please, please consider taking a class in the new year with Reverend Stephen. You will not regret it one moment. You will come to him and see him, for that heart just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as you sit in his presence and he tells you how big your heart is. You know, we're mirrors to each other, right? And that's why it's so fantastic to be in this community, to be back in here living it, you know, immersing myself back into foundations. Yes. And the next class, we're already asking, what's the next class going to be? Oh, I see Colleen and Lisa and Ro, and my heart is just so full because, you know, you get to know people on such a beautiful, intimate level and when you're in class. And it's wonderful. And I know that we do that on Sunday mornings too. Just by hugging each other, we are with one another, and it's beautiful. I'm not going to, I think I might be good, right? Maybe I'm going to just read one thing. So, huh?
I want to know what you wrote down.
What you do?
Yeah, down on your notes.
Self-love, gratitude, talk about my experience. I think I covered it all. But I do want to read this, I believe. Which is it? Which one do I want to read? I think this one, because I really do think I'm good. This is a book that I was just given. I'll have to tell you another little story. I have a women's group that I've been meeting with for 18 years, once a month, 5 of us. 2 of us are ministers in religious science, science of mind, and 3 of us are practitioners. The other 3 are practitioners. So we are all, you know, of a like mind. And we started out, maybe we'll be a book club or something, you know, we'll discuss a book. Well, that quickly went away, and we have been nothing but a loving, wonderful support for one another. When my sister died and then my brother died, they were right there with me, even if it was on the phone. I was in Hawaii when my brother passed away. But they said, we got you. You got this. You know their love. You know their ever-expanding love. They didn't go anywhere. They're still right with you. So it was powerful to have this support. So my sister Lainey gave me this book about a month ago, and I picked it up last night and really it's by Reverend Rita Andriello Farron. And she and her husband have a CSL church in Kauai. If you ever want to go see them. Powerful couple. Started at the Burbank Church when I was there about 25 years ago. And so she wrote 101 Thoughts That Changed My Life. And so they're little one-page, you know, this is what I'm thinking today. And this is the one she wrote on love will always have the final word. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke these words. I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never be a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. She said, I do believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Ernest Holmes wrote, love is a cosmic force whose sweep is irresistible. All these words are truth to me. I cannot argue with truth. My question is, how can I reveal the truth within myself? That is healing. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We've heard it many times. We are the ones. I respect the great spiritual leaders and messiahs of our past. But how much longer can we rely on them? We are part of the great awakening, and I am so excited. I believe I am here to be that unarmed truth and unconditional love. I believe we are all here to have the final word of love. However, we have to step out of the words and into action. If love is a cosmic force and we are love, then we are that cosmic force. This cannot mean just loving certain people who are easy to love, but we must be able to look a discordant fact in the face and reveal the truth that lies behind it and beyond it. We must see through everything to love. People's acts may be unloving, but it cannot destroy their true essence. I believe it is my responsibility to see that essence in every moment. Let us continue to be inspired by Dr. King's words. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. However, as I celebrate the courage and inspiration of Martin Luther King Jr., I also celebrate my and our own courage and my own ability to inspire and love. I too have a dream. We all have a dream. Today is the day to be willing to accept myself and all others as a cosmic force of love. She says, Mahalo nui loa, to all who step into the unarmed truth of unconditional love. We have already revealed the final word. The affirmation she leaves us with, love is my final word today and always. And so it is.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the affirmation can be put back up on the screen, I
Revealing
believe.
prayer.
Oh, okay.
Let's do our revealing prayer.
Huh?
The revealing
Okay,
prayer.
we'll just go to the revealing prayer. We remember the affirmation, right? Just it was the treasures are being brought to the shore through love, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you. So now is the time for our revealing prayer. And this is the time where we come together as a community. And whether we do it silently or you can do it a little audibly, bring up those concerns you may have, those people that may need healing this moment in any area of their lives. And just know that through this prayer, love is flowing out and flooding the planet. So right now, let's know. Let's know right now, in this eternal now moment, that Mother, Father, God, Goddess, divine love, unconditional love is all there is, all there ever was, all there ever will be. And it is this love and this presence in and through everything, in and through each one of us, that is the healing balm of the world. It's out into the cosmos. It's so infinite that we cannot even wrap our minds around it. And yet it is right here, within this sanctuary, within each one of us. So I know as I speak this word that Reverend Stephen Rambo is perfectly whole and complete. I feel his presence, his love for this community, and it flows out. I know that this teaching is a blessing to the world, and I am so grateful for the truth that sets each and every one of us free, that we are love personified, that we are the music, the medicine that the world needs. We let it be. We let this revealing prayer seep in and through everyone, everything, out over the globe, knowing that all paths to God are sacred. That right here, right now, many faiths are being expressed on the planet, from ashrams to temples to mosques to this beautiful community. And all paths lead to the one love, the one life, everywhere expressing. I know this to be true. I know this truth was so before I ever spoke it, for the law of good, the law of God, is ever present, ever revealing itself. And so I am just filled with gratitude this morning for this opportunity to be in service, to be love, and to be with each and every one of you. And so I am just grateful, as I know each of us are, and together we say, and so it is. Thank you. And thank you to Dee for being my rock this morning. Thank you.
Okay, she beat me to it. I wanted to thank her because, I mean, she literally stepped up last minute. And thank you, Nancy. It was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
So our next order of business is ways to support this community to keep going and spreading the love we all generate here, right? So here are the various ways. You know them. Website, Next slide. So let's state this prayer together and put all your heart into it as we do it, okay? Divine love is doing its perfect work here and now. Divine love harmonizes. Divine love adjusts. Divine love prospers. Divine love foresees everything and richly provides every good thing for Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, and the world now. Divine love is victorious. Please enjoy the happenings of this upcoming week and the music that underlies it all. Life is unfolding from within me and all in peace, love, and harmony. Thank you, Kathy. I love her envelopes. They're beautiful. Just as what this represents, Money is God in action. And each and every one of you have become a part of that because you put the money in the baskets. Thank you. Knowing and remembering that there is only one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life, your life, our life now. And with great gratitude, knowing love prevails, together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
And
One last song from Miss Margaret to wrap up the beautiful theme for this Sunday. Yeah.
You taught me so much today, though you never said a word. Your silence spoke volumes, you'd be amazed the things I heard. Conversations with myself can dig a hole inside of me. When I'm looking to you to be anything other than you be, and I ask myself, what did I learn today? What did I teach? Try to figure out, what did I give them? What did I preach? Was it love? Was it love? Was it love for myself to let that voice inside retreat, and love for my teachers who don't even know the lessons that they teach. Love for everything I do and everything I do today. Love for the gifts they bring and the gifts they take away. And I ask myself, what did I did I teach? Try to figure out, what did I give? Then what did I preach? Was it love? Was it love? Was it this be my prayer, what I truly hope I find when I fade into the oneness, that the gift I left behind, it was love. Let it be love. Can you feel it coming to you? Love.
Margaret Owens, Let It Be Love. Was it love?
Now I get to thank folks. Isn't that nice? Yes, it's always good. Beginning with Ron Young. Thank you, Ron, for your leading the service team. Oh, good. I'm doing great. Oh, leading the people actually on the service team are Cassandra and Terry, and I saw some others. I saw Costa kind of wandering around. And was there anyone else I'm not thinking of that's not on this list? Well, no, she's on the list right here. Deborah, for her stage work. And did you say someone else? Oh, no, he's on the list too. I'm getting there. Greg Seymour in the back.
Yeah.
Dominic in the very
Yay.
back. The Soul Purpose Band. Sherry Deeds. Steve Fowler. Bob Townley. Randy Jones. And Lane. They couldn't do it without Lane. I'm sorry, they need that L, right? And even though we didn't have kids, we had the guardians, and I again thank Elizabeth and Kathy for being ready to be there for them. And for the office support, it's also Lane and John. But are you here instead of John, or is John here? Oh, John's learning how to do what Greg does. I didn't know. I just saw Jan with no John. Okay. So, then I have to remember things. Oh yeah, I'm the practitioner of the day. Okay. And I think there's a slide that will help me remember what I'm supposed to remember, right? Ah, yes. As you've been heard mentioned several times, and it's worth another mention, is this Friday, right? This Friday, the 11th, is the sound bath. And as you might have noticed in the slides, bring a yoga mat or whatever to help be comfortable. And if you have extra, bring them to the office ahead of time to help Danny out, because she's going to make this place look pretty comfortable. Imagine it with no chairs and just blankets and yoga mats. What do you think, huh? And then add in the sounds. Ooh. Try it. Come and try it. And then, how many of you are TikTok followers? I'm with you. I've heard of TikTok, but I don't actually follow it. But now, maybe we have a reason to follow it. So plan to follow Weather Rev. It says Weather Rev, whatever ad means, but I guess you mean, which is literally ad, right? Okay, I think that was all I was supposed to remind you of. So now, guess what? You get to stand up and join me in saying the benediction. Ready? I'm at home in the heart of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. I am living love.
Love be with you, peace unfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in, truth come through you, make it flow to you, let joy renew you, till we meet again. Love be with you, ooh, love be with you, ooh, love be with you. All together, hand in hand, we see the light and take a stand, and we are changing a whole new life for you and me. Take your path and set it free and share this blessing. Oh, Lord, be with you, peace unfold you, spirit lift you, breathe it in, truth come through you, make good flow to you, let joy renew you, till we meet again. Love be with you, ooh, love be with you,
And if you would like prayer support, I'll be at the exit sign. And John Newbill's around too. Who other? Is there another practitioner I'm not seeing in the room right? Oh, of course, Reverend Nancy. But I was figuring she's going to say, greet you at the door. She's going to be over there. Thank you. Next week.
Don't remember what day it was, and I didn't notice what time it was. Good job. All I know is that I fell in love with you, and if all my dreams come true, I'll be spending time with you. Every day's a new day. A new way of loving you, and every time I see your face, my mind starts to wander. And if all my dreams come true, I'll be spending time with you. Oh, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. Just a day away, and Cupid, we don't need you now. Be on your way. I thank the Lord for love like ours that grows ever stronger, and I always will be true. I know you feel the same way too. Oh, I love you more today than yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. I love you more today than yesterday, but only half as much as tomorrow. Every day's a new day. Every time I love you. Every day's a new day. Every time I love you. Oh, oh, every day's a new day. Oh, how I love you. Every day's a new day. Oh, how I love you. I love you. Okay. Just for you. Okay. Now, where did you run off to, young man?
We're worried about you.